Hello. In the previous lecture, we had some insights of concrete as a structural material. We saw how concrete has developed through time. And in this lecture, we will understand more about one of the most important ingredient of concrete, and that is the cement. So these are the content we will discuss in this lecture. We will get introduced with the cement, then we will see the early development of cement and then the manufacturing of cement, which involve different processes. One is dry process and the other is wet process. And then we will discuss about the chemical composition of cement and how the chemical composition affect the strength of cement. And then we will learn more about the hydration of cement, and that is probably the most important part of this lecture. So let's start with the lecture. So this slide I have shown you in the previous lecture also. So once again, I would like to remind you that concrete is basically composed of water, sand, cement, gravel, and the admixtures. So in all these ingredients, cement act as a binder or a glue which hold together all the materials and make a compact whole. So basically, so that is why I'm saying that cement is probably the most important ingredient of concrete, and that is why we need to understand the chemistry of cement so that the property of concrete can be enhanced. So in this lecture, we will see the basically learn about the Portland cement. So cement is basically available in the market in a powdery form, and they are available in the bags, which are of 50 kg bags. So these are the standard weight. You will get cement in bags. So cement is the main ingredient of concrete and it acts as a binder. We know that. And without the knowledge of cement, concrete properties cannot be enhanced. So that is why it becomes very important to learn more about the cement first. And if we try to define cement, then one can define it as an adhesive substance capable of uniting fragments or masses of solid matter to a compact whole. So basically this cement act as a glue which hold all the particles all together and make and convert them into a compact whole. Cement is also known as a hydraulic binder. Why? Because cement binds only when it is mixed with water. So it reacts with water and converts into the hardened state. So I have discussed the history of concrete in the previous lecture. So in relation to that, we will try to connect cement because concrete cannot be existed without the existence of the cement. So as we discussed in the previous lecture, so the most important advancement in the knowledge of cement in modern time was the investigation that was carried out by the John Smeaton. I discussed about him in the previous lecture. So he was called upon to rebuild the Eddystone lighthouse in 1756, and there he made extensive inquiries into the state of art existing in those days, and he also conducted experiments with a view to find out the best material to withstand the severe action of seawater. And finally, he concluded that limestones, which contain considerable proportion of clayey matter, gives better possessing of superior hydraulic properties. So although the cement that he has provided through the experiment, it was not very popular in that period, and still the earlier developed cement was used, which was lime cement. In 1786, the hydraulic cement was made by calcining nodules of limestone by Vickert. I discussed about him in the previous lecture. And this type of cement that he has produced was in use till about 1850, and after which this was outdated by the Portland cement. So the story of invention of Portland cement is mainly connected to Joseph Aspdin, who took the patent of Portland cement in 1824. And later, as Joseph Aspdin never explained at what temperature the raw material of the Portland cement should be heated. So it was Isaac Charles Johnson who mainly heated the raw materials of Portland cement to a clinkering temperature. So this clinkering temperature is about 14 to 1600 degrees Celsius. And at this temperature, he observed the reaction between the raw materials of the cement, and he attributed that this cement so obtained after this clinkering temperature is a very high quality. And after that, the cement is developed. In the early period, cement was used for making mortar only, and later the use of cement was extended for making concrete. And as the use of Portland cement was increased, increased for making the concrete, engineers were called for consistently higher standard material for use in major works, and therefore the association of engineers, consumers, and cement manufacturers have been established to specify standards for the cement. And the German standard specification for Portland cement was drawn in 1877. So this was probably the first standard which was published in the Germany about the Portland cement specifications. And then the British standard specification was first drawn in 1904, and first ASTM specification was issued in 1904 in the same year. So British standard, and then this ASTM standard is by the American Society of Engineers. So they have published their first specification on the cement in in 1904. And in India, cement was first manufactured in 1904 near Madras by the South Indian Industrial Limited. So this is the company that was existing in that period. But this venture, this company failed, and then between 1912 and 1913, the another company, that was the Indian Cement Corporation Limited, it was established in Porbandar. And by 1914, this company was able to deliver about 1,000 tons of Portland cement. And by 1918, 3 more factories were established, and together they were able to produce about 85,000 tons of cement per year. So prior to the manufacture of Portland cement in India, it was imported from UK, and only a few reinforced concrete structures were built with this imported cement. There are some remarkable structures which were built in India using the imported cement, and some of them are like a 3-story building, 3-story structure building which is built in Bombay. Then it is also one of the oldest RCC structures using Portland cement in India. A concrete masonry building on Mount Road at Madras in 1903. It was also built using the imported cement. Then one other building is basically the Har Ki Pahadi bridge at Haridwar in 1908. So it was built in 1908, and one of the major construction using imported cement was the Cotton Depot in the Bombay, which is one of the largest of its kind in the world, and it was built in 1922. And this is one of the oldest structure in India using the Portland cement. So during the first 5-year plan, that is 1951 to 56, the cement production in India rose from 2.69 million tons to 4.6 million tons. And by 1969, the total production of cement in India was about 13.2 million tons. And India was then occupying the 9th place in the world, with the USSR producing 89.4 million tons and the USA producing 70.5 million tons. So at that time, India was at the 9th place. And now India is the second largest cement producer in the world and accounted for over 8% of the global installed capacity as of 2019. First major producer of cement is obviously China. So China is China is producing cement at least 10 times more than India is producing now. And in the fiscal year 2019 and 20, the production of cement was 334.48 million tons in India. And if we talk about the per capita cement consumption, then it was about 235 kg in India. And this per capita consumption in India, which is about 235 kg, it is far less than the world average, which is around 500 kg. And if we compare with the China, then in China, per capita consumption of cement is around 1000 kg. So still we are we are far behind if we compare with this at the world stage. So yes, we need to increase the growth of cement industry, and we need to consume it more. We need to build infrastructure using the cement. So yes, but still, as we can see, the growth happens in the years. So in the next part, we will discuss about the cement manufacturing process. Thank you.